Hey everybody. Hey, sorry I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm sorry about the glare in my glasses, but it's dark here and I gotta see. But I was watching a video tonight by Callum McSwiggan about some dumb laws he found, and I thought, why not check out and see what dumb laws are actually in the state of Illinois, where I'm from. And actually there are some really weird ones, to be quite honest. So I figured I'd pick 12 of them, and actually a lot of them are from Chicago. So with this, I figured I'd just pick 12 of them and see how it went. Okay, so when I did the research, I found out that they actually have a law here in Illinois. Don't ask me why. That is the first one, that it's against the law to have sex with a corpse. Now, go figure, who in the world would want to have sex with a corpse? But apparently, we got the law. It's against the law. Now there's two laws that actually are in two college towns here. Well, one of them's quite close to me. That are kind of odd, if not weird. The first one is that in Carbondale, where the University of Illinois Carbondale is, it is against the law, or actually there is a law, that no one can stand on the sidewalk on the 500 block of Illinois Avenue. Now, let me tell you guys ahead of time, these are laws that's been on the books for a long time. And apparently, they don't like people standing on the sidewalk on the 500 block of Illinois Avenue. Now, actually, Carbondale isn't by me. It's in southern Illinois. But Champaign, where the University of Illinois Champaign is, it is actually, now, there's a law that in Champaign, one may not pee in their neighbor's mouth. Really? This is not looking good for Illinois people. I can't figure out for the life of me why they'd have that on the books, but they do. Now, I found a few for Chicago, and this is kind of funny. In Chicago, citizens can be hit with a $120 ticket for having an improperly displayed or outdated city sticker on their car. Now, I heard in Chicago you have to have a sticker or some type of parking card to park in places there. I've really never been there, so I don't know. But, I mean, I've been in Chicago, don't get me wrong. I just never drove there. Now that one, it's not really weird, it's not really dumb, it's just flat out ridiculous. Also in Chicago, the law forbids eating in the place that is on fire. Now, seriously people, if a place was on fire, would the first thing be in your mind, oh, let's just finish his hamburger? No, seriously. Oh no, I'm not going to leave. I just paid for this hamburger. I just paid for this pizza. People. This thing's been on the books for a long time. Also in Chicago, it is illegal to give dog whiskey. Now, actually, I looked up to see if it's illegal in my town, because actually we've done it. But, it's actually illegal in Chicago to give dog whiskey. Okay? Apparently, the lawmakers in the state of Illinois and certain towns don't have anything better to do, so. It's also in Chicago. It is forbidden to fish while sitting on a giraffe's back. Now, for starters, Illinois is in the United States. We normally don't have giraffes trotting around the area. So, okay, that one's kind of an odd one. And also in Chicago, kites may not be flown within the city limits. Now, I know this one isn't observed because they have a kite flying contest in Chicago. So, Ron Emanuel, he needs to be looking up these things. In Chicago also, it is illegal to protest naked in front of the city hall. Wait a minute, take it back. It is legal to protest naked in front of City Hall as long as you are under 17 years of age and have the legal permits. Now, actually, there's a law against, there's federal laws, I believe, against going a lot of places naked. And under 17, wouldn't you be, the adults would be considered pervs, wouldn't you think? In Cicero, Illinois, humming on public streets is prohibited on Sundays. Oh, you can do it any other day, but Sundays, they'll slap your butt in jail. In Collinsville, it is illegal to wear sagging pants. Now, I have to agree with this law, because I'm kind of sick of seeing people's boxers. But to be quite honest with you, you know. Well, also, though, in Illinois, this is the number 12. In Illinois, you may be arrested for vagrancy if you do not have at least $1 bill on your person. If the police would happen to stop you, this one's old too, but if a policeman happens to stop you in Illinois, and they just don't have nothing better to do, they could arrest you for vagrancy if you don't have at least $1 bill in your pants. So, say you have a quarter, and they stop you, and you say, oh, it's harassment. They can't. Go figure. Well, guys, the reason why I done this is for one reason. There's been some recent laws passed by the Supreme Court. One of them is about gay marriage, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to be mean, okay? But I can see where they want to be married if you're gay and make it legal, okay? I can understand that. But what you got to look at this through the church's point of view too. Gay people were complaining about not being legally able to marry and that their rights were violated. And then they turn around after this gets passed, and they turn around and then want to actually force churches who have opposite beliefs. They want to force their beliefs onto these churches and actually take them to court because they're saying their rights are being violated. Well, after listening to both sides of view and everything, don't you feel that the church's rights are being violated by trying to force them to do this. I could understand wanting to be married, getting legal, you know, being able to get your, you know, your same, you know, the same things that heterosexual couples can get, you know, the insurance and all that. I understand that, but you got to see it from their the church's point of view and everything, and just don't go hog wild suing people now because you're claiming your rights are being violated because they're refusing to do your to perform the marriage, when you're actually violating their rights by trying to force them to do something they do not want to do. Now, granted, you know, things are getting a little hairy here. I mean, you know, you know, their rights, you know. But let's be for real on this one, okay? I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just trying to put it into the perspective. I can see the church's rights being violated now. It's just the same way as some of the other rights are. Other people are saying their rights are being violated and everything. The church has a right to refuse, just as well as homosexuals have a right to be married. Now, this is going to really probably pee off people, and I really don't have that many viewers and all, and I probably will lose some over this. But I just want people to understand and realize this isn't a thing about he said or she said type thing. This is about what one person's beliefs are and what another person's beliefs are. You're never going to find somebody who has the same beliefs. I'm sorry. I mean, they have Methodist, they have Protestant, they got Catholic, there is Jehovah's Witness, there is straight people, there's gay people, there's bi people. Everybody is different. You're never going to have somebody that says, hey, I believe all this the same way. There's always going to be something in there that they're not going to agree with. We got to learn to get along. And granted, it's going to be hard. I mean, it's going to get into the point where people are going to say this is going to happen or this is going to happen, okay? And actually, you know, I mean, it's going to get down to the nitty-gritty. I mean, I have a funny feeling this is going to be a really violent fight. People are going to get hurt in this whole deal. But you guys got to remember, nobody is the same. Nobody's going to believe the same thing. Nobody's going to think. Just like let's say one person, you know, they'll say, I'm gay. Another person's going to say, I'm gay. But then when they start to collaborate, they're going to find out, oh, wow, we got all these differences. Or let's say a Protestant and a Catholic get, oh, that's never good. Trust me on that one. I've seen a few experiences there. But what I'm trying to say is, let's find a common thread. Let's try to get along. And let's just, you know, I mean, don't be pushing everything onto one person all at one time, because it's not going to work. I'm sorry. It's just not going to. And I thought tonight when I did this, Callum did a really good job presenting it as well. And I thought, hey, I'm going to try this myself. And all, because to be quite honest with you, I mean, love is love. And the way I look at it, I have gay friends. I have straight friends. I have bi friends. And we all have one thing in common. We don't try to force our views on each other. So let's try that. I am glad that everybody, that people can get married now without having to worry about getting, they can get insurance and all the stuff that normal, I shouldn't say normal, but that straight people can get now, gay people can get, and that things are getting a little bit more sociable. But we need to start getting along, and hopefully people will see the light sometime. It's going to be a big fight. Supreme Court, I can guarantee, hasn't heard the end of this yet. So I just hope that we can get along. Please pass this along to your viewers that you guys have, or your friends. I am trying to get more viewers, but I've really been stopped on it. And tonight, when I seen these 12 dumb laws for the state of Illinois, which for some ungodly reason, it's just Illinois has been fumbling for years, and now we're in really bad trouble. So just stay safe, stay well, and again, sorry for not having a video for a little bit. This weather is really playing havoc with me, and I hope that I hear from you guys, and that you have a great rest of the week and great weekend. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, stay awesome. Goodbye.